Hey everybody, it's Michelle here. Wanted to just give everyone an update as promised on what's been going on since I made my post less than 24 hours ago. Obviously, I am back in the hospital, unfortunately, getting a blood transfusion actually. So there's the blood. This is the second one since last night. And the reason that I keep ending up in the hospital is because part of my condition makes me bleed. It's just it's normal for a molar pregnancy of my magnitude. Unfortunately, the bleeding is making me anemic. And so in order to do chemo, you have to, your blood hemoglobin levels have to be at a certain level. And so they keep dropping. Last weekend I was here at the hospital and they gave me 3 units of blood, so 3 transfusions, and that brought my levels up enough to start my chemo on Monday and Tuesday. But since then, the bleeding persisted, the levels dropped, and actually last night they got so low that I did not, I started to have, what do you call it?
Fainting spells. You were diaphoretic.
I was diaphoretic, symptomatic, weak, started to pass out on my bathroom floor. I know that sounds really scary, but it's just because the blood levels are low. So unfortunately, I wasn't stable enough to stand up and get in a car. So I had to be transferred by ambulance. And they brought me back to the hospital. They gave me more blood, and today we had to make a decision about going in surgically and clearing out some of the tissue that's causing the bleeding. It was a bit of a difficult decision because there are some risks that could delay chemo, but thankfully that didn't happen. We decided to do it because otherwise I'll just be here every day getting blood transfusions, and everything went really well. So it's great news. The bleeding is going to slow down a lot, and I should be able to let the chemo now do its thing. So it's going to, as I mentioned in my post, this type of cancer that I have, this tissue is very, very sensitive to chemotherapy. So it will kill it, and that will eventually eliminate this bleeding that I'm having, and you know, all of the tissue that has spread will eventually die. But you got to give it time to do that. And my problem was that the bleeding was so persistent, it wasn't enough time for me to wait for the chemo to work. So I'm going to be in the hospital again for another night, and then hopefully, if everything is well, after this blood right here, right there, is done, they'll check my levels again, and if everything is stable, I'll be able to go home tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be in good enough shape to go get my 3rd treatment on Monday morning, and then that's my only treatment for the week until next week. Next week is round 2 for me. So I just want to tell everyone that I know I haven't responded to all of the messages. It's overwhelming. I cannot believe how many of you have said such amazing things and have given us support and prayers and thoughts and love, and it really means the world to us. And I'm slowly getting through them. I just don't have a lot of energy and I'm tired, but we are getting through them, and I'm reading every single last one of them, and I just really appreciate everything. So I know this is really scary, and I look really sick, and I am really sick, but I'm gonna be okay. And I just want all of you to know that I am confident that I'm gonna be okay. So you should be confident that I'm gonna be okay. It might be a little bit rough getting there, but I'm gonna get there. So thank you for everything, and as promised, I will keep you guys updated, okay? So wish us luck. My nurse today after surgery gave me her lucky bracelet. How sweet is that? This is the 2nd one I've collected. I'm gonna have a collection of all the nurses' bracelets by the time I'm done with this. All right, we'll keep you guys posted and let you know what happens next. Okay.